Good afternoon, this is Dr. Bonsai at Dr. Bonsai's Beam Emporium. Today, I have something really exciting for everybody. I have Halo Flashpoint by Mantic Games. This went on pre-order over the summer, and the fulfillment date was this month. They did a really good job at communicating with people that pre-ordered. I have a suspicion that this was sort of a quiet Kickstarter, if you will, where they wanted to really gauge how successful they thought this system was going to be or how popular it is. So it kind of felt like a Kickstarter, the way they were communicating and like, oh, it's being shipped from the manufacturer, blah, 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 blah. So long story short, this is a skirmish game based in the Halo universe, specifically Halo Infinity. I believe that's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from this, which or Halo Infinite rather, which, you know, I didn't mind Halo Infinite, but then again, I really liked Halo 4. So the only thing that I know is that I know nothing. This is a game for 2 players. It is skirmish based. It is based off of their Dead Zone game, which is their totally not kill team type game. So Halo Flashpoint. So this is the cover, really beautiful, well illustrated. It gives you pictures of some of the miniatures you're actually going to get in the box. You get this really good art, and you get on the back here, you get your table of contents. You get, oh wow, you get 16. Wow. I didn't know that. Huh? 16 Spartans, 4 banished elites. I wish that was a more, half elites, half Spartans, but, I kind of get it, what they're going after. Rule book, a playmat, card terrain and tokens, 2-sided playboard, 20 weapon cards, extra terrain and tokens, 20 player model cards, 3 reference cards, 12 D8s, so this is a D8 system, it's not a D6. And then plastic 3D arena accessories. So I don't know where those are at, so we will see. As you can see, everything's really immaculaately, made with Dead Zone rules engine. So 2+ players, 14+, 30 to 90 minutes. So I suspect the 90 minutes is more if you're not familiar with the rules. Now, something before I tear off this wrapper, I do want to show, I pre-ordered this direct from Mantic. Mantic Games, first time I've ever dealt with them. Really easy, really good. Their website is kind of for Halo Flashpoint. It's not great right now because it's kind of like nested in with the other stuff, and it's not kind of as easy to get your hands around as the rest of the website. But this one, as a pre-order, includes a Master Chief model, which I believe is also available in the Army Painter set. I don't like Army Painter. I've never had really good luck with those paints, but if I know people that swear by them, so maybe it's I'm chalking it up to skill issues. So that's now the inaugural that new game smell. So you get a thing for their Kings of War Ambush and then Dead Zone. I believe these are both their skirmish level games for both their Kings of War and Firefight Dead Zone thing. And then you get Flashpoint. These are, oh, okay. Wow. These are, so, pause. Something that goes unremarked, I think, nowadays with a lot of companies is good quality instructions. I mean, this is cardboard terrain. This is hardboard terrain. This is not rocket science. We're not building a Dragon model kit, right? We're not building a Tamiya model kit, right? But the fact that we get color throughout, really high production value, and it kind of gives you an idea of how all these things can kind of work and interface and interplay on the table. I really, 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 really like that. So that's that out of the way. And then we get the actual rule book, which is kind of an odd size. It's not, it's like square. It's like square. I don't know if that comes across. It looks like it may be slightly longer across the top. So so you get your welcome, your timeline, your stat breakdown, your command dice. So I'm sure that's going to be, I'm going to actually go through, read these rules, and I'm actually going to do a proper like rules review, so I can make sure that I know what I'm talking about. And again, fantastically illustrated, showing cover examples with painted miniatures, colors, diagrams. I'm a visual learner, so my smooth monkey brain really appreciates all the visible examples. I really, man, I'm okay. So some sort of scatter chart. So all these different scenarios. Okay, so if you look at the scenario type, so you roll a d8 and you get to pick, one of these. So if you're just in a hurry, you can play Slayer, Oddball, Capture the Flag, Stronghold, Stockpile. These are all game modes, obviously, from Halo. What an odd inclusion. Why would they put a picture of a banished brute with a gravity hammer? I wonder what that means. But you actually get mechanics such as weapon and item drops. You get a setup for like your first kind of learner's game, which I might actually do here for the channel. So you get the other thing to note is there's no like ruler movement. It's all done by grids, so it's all based on squares and grids and whatnot. So so you can kind of see how the map is laid out. We'll get into that when I crack the map open here. So you have strongholds, and then advanced setup and scenario. So you have your recon table, advanced fire team building rules. So you can actually construct your team, because the basic rules is basically you just take one of everybody, right? One of each weapon class, and they all kind of function the same, just different miniatures, different reskins. So now that I've got that out of the way, oh wow, okay, oh my, okay. So we got some stuff here. All right, so we've got. What? Look at this. That's cool. So I don't know if, let's see if I can zoom out without wrecking my perspective here. So yeah, that's as far as I can kind of zoom out. So what you get is you actually get a map where you can set up your guys for a learning game. So you get two guys up here, and you get two guys down here. You get keywords, what their weapons are. You get kind of shoot sequence. This is fantastic. Can you imagine rolling up to your local game store, trying to create a community for this, and just like, bam! Just being able to say, yeah, this is how you play the game. How like inviting and cool, and man, I don't know, that's got me fired up here, son. And then you have kind of the base. Also comment for anybody that's played BattleTech that's watching my channel right now. BattleTech mats, they tend to be kind of this light poster material more often as not. This is somewhere between like, it's like a double or a triple thick poster material. It doesn't feel hard. It's almost got like, feels like an almost plastic outside to it. So yeah, I'm with it. I'm here for it. I really like that. So this is your basic map with your starter game scenario map on the back with all your stats and stuff. That's absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. I don't know why that's making me happy, but it is. And then you've got an actual cardboard board. So you get kind of the UNSC, you know, outpost on one side. And if you carefully flip this over, you get the inside of a UNSC like ship or a base or something like that. So you can do that. And again, it's coming through my mic, but it's really hard, sturdy material. I'm here for it. Here you get your cardboard terrain. Clear some of this mess over here on my side. So you get your cardboard terrain. You get the old X-Acto knife out and try not to ruin these. There we go. All right. So this is one of those games that kind of in common with most tabletop skirmish games. It's kind of got a lot of I call them widgets, you know, proprietary stuff that you use to play the game. Here, let me zoom back in here. There we go. So you have like some sort of weapon tokens. You get the actual whoop. Okay. Well, this is a good time to talk about the terrain. As you can see, it's just slot together terrain. It's really thick and sturdy. It's kind of like a satin finish. It's not like super shiny glossy, but it does have a nice satin finish to it. So there's that. So you get all this different. So you get the kind of the outpost tower, so to speak. That's double-sided, so you can use it. So I bet this is like the external outpost, and then when you're playing on the internal map, you just flip the tiles around or invert the tiles, and you can. It's some sort of like war game map. All right, here we go. Here's the tokens. So all the various different tokens. I'm not sure what any of these mean. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like some of these are power-ups or charge-ups. I bet the bullet hole counters here, I bet those are wound markers. But again, I'm gonna have to see that. And then victory point tokens, capture the flag tokens. You have the little, you know, short barricades, and the barricades are double-sided, obviously, because they're three-dimensional objects that are meant to stand out. And you get some sort of respawn markers, maybe, or like entry point markers. And then some more terrain. Again, you get some more tokens over the top, and you get some stuff at the bottom that look like they're related to special rules. So it looks like this is some sort of like weird shipping container type thing, you know. And then last bit of cardboard work here. And again, comes in two colors. I like the white and the yellow. That's neat. So it's gonna be fun to put together. Now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh, wow. Huh. Okay. So you get this, and it's got a lid on it. And ooh, okay. Sorry, I'm kind of spoilering it for myself because I'm looking at the mass of stuff still in the box, and I'm like, I gotta get in. So as part of the pre-order bonus, I got from ordering it directly from Mantic, I got the Master Chief Petty Officer John 117. He is pre-assembled, as all these miniatures are. He is this medium gray PVC material. Nothing. It looks really good, actually. Really good detail throughout. I don't know if it's coming across here, but you can see the 117 kind of raised up on his chest. He's in his classic Mjolnir armor, and controversial thing for me. They give him an energy sword. I don't hate that idea, but it's not the worst idea, but it lives next door to the worst idea and calls the cops when they hear loud music, right? So I would have preferred to have seen him with his standard assault rifle, or maybe the dual SMGs like Halo 2, or just with the DMR like the rest of the like the other games. So we'll look at those here in a second, and these are capture the flag tokens. So and they got like little mini Spartan helmets on them. So hopefully these are coming across properly. So these are nice little 3D elements that you can use to, you can paint and make fun little painting projects for that. And then you get two of these little baggies of stuff and things. So let's see what these things are. So you get like a weapon crate. Oh no, it's those explosive battery things. Right? Those are the explosive batteries that you can shoot at somebody while they're in the area and they explode. Okay, so you get four. Okay, so you get 4 of these power cell terrain pieces, and then you get 4 of these UNSC hatches. Are these hatches or jump pads or grav lifts? No, I think these are just. I don't know what these are for. I haven't played Halo in a while. So those are those. And then last but not least, you get a bag of, you get like a teeny tiny skull. And then you get a bunch of UNSC, more of these elements. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through, read the rules, and try to figure out what I'm actually talking about here. And then once I've done that, I'm going to go through and actually make sure that I can tell people what these different terrain elements are and explain them and kind of put them on the board. So let me just put those all away. Also, something, again, attention to detail things, right? Which I think, so far, this is the first time I've ever bought something from Mantic Games. So far, I am really impressed with the attention to detail. Just things that gamers would like to have. Like they have a tray for the the tchotchkes. There's going to be this side thing. I bet is going to go for the gun tokens, the various different tokens. I don't know where Master Chief is going to go because I feel like this real estate is going to be taken up by the map elements. So we have that, and then we got our last tray here. And again, detail, attention to detail. I keep going back to that. The fact that they are actively you don't have to worry about storage right now. You probably have to worry about storage eventually, but the fact that this has these vacuum formed trays with the actual miniatures in them, that's really exciting. So let's see. Let's go. Okay, let's do the paperwork first. So now here's the Master Chief with some beautiful art on the back. Spartan legend. He's got energy shield, Stoic Tactician 3, save. Armor. So these are all your stats. And again, I'm going to go over these and hopefully I'll be able to explain that to myself. And he's got an energy sword, which again, why wouldn't you model him with his battle rifle? Why wouldn't you model him with the assault rifle? Why wouldn't you model him with the dual SMGs? And then he has a special order. Now, apparently, the Master Chief may take the place of 2 other Spartans when drafting your fire team. So it's basically going to be Master Chief, 2 Spartans versus 4 other guys. So if you try to take him in like a normal game, he's going to be busted AF, so don't do that. Or you might do that and do like a fun convention wave game. So, all right, so we got the rest of the paperwork here for all of our different guys. You have Spartan Mark 7, and they've also got, you know, Tactician, Energy Shield. Their stats are pretty decent. So I don't know what ESD means. So you get 2 of those, and each of these has like kind of a little lore blurb that you can. Spartan Mark 7 Fire Team Order. So it doesn't say where these guys are Spartan 1, Spartan 2, 3, or 4s. They're Spartan 4s probably, right? I think. Then you have the Spartan Brawler, who is your shotgunner. He's the guy that's gonna run around and dome you with a shotgun when you least expect it. You have a Spartan Zvezda with a VK-78 Commando. I believe that's a DMR for Halo Infinite. And then here we go. So speed is interesting because there's 2 speeds. There's long move. So if you do like a long action, you'd get up to three. You can move up to 3 spaces. If you do like a short speed or a short action, you can just move like 1. So you're kind of paying the opportunity cost to do less, but you move further, or you have to move less and do, and you know, you have to make that trade-off. Spartan Deadeye. Oh no, this has got the DMR, so I don't know what the other one was. So Spartan Deadeye looks really fantastic. Spartan Mark 7. So you have another one, but this guy has a Covenant carbine for some reason, or a pulse carbine. Huh? He just has one. Spartan Brawler with a Needler. Ah! So there's that. Another Spartan Zvezda with a Cinder Shot. And then another Spartan Deadeye with a Stalker Rifle. Get out of here, Stalker! Oh, wait. I'm crossing the streams again. Spartan Deadeye. Sankhili Mercenary. Oh, Warova! Or something like that. So he's got Power Sword, Plasma. Oh, he's got a Plasma Grenade. Neat. 1 use and sticky. Sticky, icky. Yeah. So Sankhili Mercenaries with Needler. Now, what you can see is so far the Sankhili seem to be pretty spry, pretty tough and pretty spry. He's got a, let's see, Plasma Rifle, Pulse Carbine, Plasma Grades, and then Spartan Special Order. Okay, so these are special orders. So these are things that you can do kind of like that are unique. So it's like they cost an order dice, and I'll show those here in a second, I think. So you have, you know, some really nice thematic artwork, and then you have okay, so there is a respawn mechanic, and then you have item tokens. So this tells you what all those little badgers and the thing are. So there's that. So that's so these are your unit cards. This is basically the Bible on how you're going to run your force. And then next, and again an attention to detail thing. The vacuum form trays, not just with the cards and the paperwork, but also spots to put your dice, spots to put your cards, so that you can just boop, and then have them stored nice and secure underneath your unit cards. And as the game grows and expands, and I hope the game grows and expands, we are going to start to see more and more different things, different alien species, different types of Spartans, different types of just everything. Maybe expanded environmental rules. So you have weapon cards. So you have a quick blurb on the back, and then you have sniper rifle, what they do. So I would assume these replace the basic weapons that you're... a spanker, hell yeah, dude. Hydra, energy sword. So you have... ooh, energy sword ranged. Oh, because it has this lunge ability that allows it to... Okay, so close combat, so no fiction on the back there. So you have your Covenant carbine, and then... You have focus rifle. I don't know what a focus rifle is. I don't know. Fuel rod gun, shock rifle. So you have your baby cards, which kind of drop in this way. Thought so? Maybe not. Oh, I guess not. So I'll just set those aside. And then you have these proprietary dice. You get 6 black D8s, and you get 6 white D8s. 2, 4, 6, yeah. And then you get these special dice, which I believe have some sort of gameplay function, and you get 6 of these. They're really nice. They're really easy to read. They seem to roll fine, unlike Catalyst Game Labs dice. So what you get is this little icon. I'm not sure what that means. It's like that's a little chip that Cortana lives in and plugs into Master Chief's head and calls him a stud muffin. And then you have, kind of the double swords, and you have a Spartan helmet, then you have the number 1, and then you have my attempt at a 3D drawing when I was in 4th grade, an explosion, and that's it. So you get 2, 4, 6, 8 of those. So you get 8 of those, and these dice are nothing to write home about. They're just standard D8s, so I'm not gonna bore everybody with like, look at the D8s, so. Oh, look at that. Ha! Brilliant. And then, because all this is going to be held in place by the dice tray, by the unit cards, and it's going to be held in by the dice tray on top, which I think is a nice little touch. You can buy a dice booster pack already. I don't know how necessary that is, strictly speaking, but then again, I haven't played the game yet, so we're gonna find out. Okay, so it looks like you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So you get 16 Spartan guys. You get the same sculpts. You get double the same sculpts, just one is red, one is blue. So, for example, you get this fella in the EVA armor. Or no, the EOD? Is this the EOD or the EO? Whatever it is. EVA. I think this is the EVA armor because it's got the big dome like Emil had from Halo Reach. And he's got this big... I gotta brush up on my Halo stuff because it's kind of difficult to see the detail with this molded in this color plastic. It is PVC. Everything is pre-assembled, or I don't know if it's pre-assembled so much as it's molded in one piece somehow by some manner of foul sorcery. No, this looks like this is assembled, but it's funny. If we're gonna compare like with like if you look at a miniature from Catalyst Game Labs Battletech series, those miniatures they're made in PVC, and they're also pre-assembled, and man, there are some not some of these sculpts can be absolute dogs. Crooked missile. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good example. So as you can kind of see, so this, see how that missile launcher is a little, it's not quite square. And then there's, I have quite a few sculpts that are kind of, they're okay from BattleTech, but they're just off a little while. Whoa, they're just off somehow. So sorry, I just hit my camera trying to pull out an example of a bad looking thing. So, but so far all of these look really good. Again, you get the same. It's the same, double of the same sculpt in just different colored plastic. So you and your buddies can play the same. So you and your buddies can play, kind of a mirror match, or you guys can do different different team builds, because you have kind of that visual variety. And you guys get the guy with the pulse carbine. See, I feel like the detail shows up a lot better on the blue ones. So it also kind of is a cheaters thing where, like, hey man, I'm just new into games. I don't want to take all this time to buy all this crap to, actually like paint these miniatures. I just want to play them as is. So, but I'm not seeing any mold lines. I'm not seeing any gaps. I'm not seeing any misaligned stuff. The miniatures are nice and straight up. I would say they compare favorably to something like a Star Wars Legion, or Star Wars Crisis Point, although way less cartoony, because these guys are more, these guys are kind of more. And you have this dude with this poor bastard that drew the short straw and has a needler. So there's that, and then you have the red version. So again, all these miniatures are really, really well detailed. Pro tip, if you've never played a miniatures game like this before and never handled miniatures like this before, the PVC plastic, where it's not quite the rigid hard plastic that you're used to with like a Games Workshop, and even with the Games Workshop stuff, wash your miniatures. Get some dishwashing soap, get some lukewarm water, get a bowl of lukewarm water, lace it with some dish soap, make it nice and foamy. Make sure you get like an old ratty toothbrush, really get in the or like a nylon brush, here like this, and you just really get into the crevices to get all the mold release agent out, because there is a certain type of like almost like a Teflon coating, or like this mild coating on the molds and on the miniatures that prevents them from just popping out, prevents them from like sticking to the mold. So if you don't do that and you try to apply paint to a surface with a non-stick coating, guess what? Paint's not going to stick for very long. So and then finally we get these two guys with really ridiculous looking guns. So, and then last but not least, you get the thing that I'm excited for, because I'm an unabashed Covenant fanboy. Because I just I was one of those guys that was like, oh, Halo 2 is cool because you get to play as the Arbiter, and everybody's like, no, it sucks. So really, really good. Man, look at that. Beautifully detailed. You can kind of tell if you look underneath his jaw, you can kind of tell he's got the split jaw. Get out of my harbor, you split lip. Blah! Hero noises. If anybody shouts Halo 2, that dude. Really exceptional sculpt. Detail is really good. These things look like they're going to take paint incredibly well. They're going to be a lot of fun and a challenge to paint. And then you have this guy who's kind of your standard wart. He's got his plasma rifle. Again, detail looks great. These guys look like they're going to be just a blast to paint. No major flashing or anything like that, so I'm really excited about that. Then this poor guy with a needler. Somebody stuck him with a needler. Again, incredibly good sculpts. This is going to be a lot of fun to paint. And then finally this guy with the plasma caster? Plasma bolter? Whatever. Again, just looks amazing. You can kind of tell where there is some like part separation, but at the same time, like it's not like some big horrendous gap. It actually just looks like he's wearing kind of like this armored belt around his waist, and it doesn't fit like skin tight to him, which is kind of, I hesitate to say realistic because it's dumb, but it doesn't look out of place. It doesn't look like, oh my god, look at that gap, I'm gonna have to fill that. It's just like, okay, he's wearing an armored dance belt, I guess. So whew, wow. So, to recap, what we get in the box, we get Master Chief, we get dice, we get more dice, we get 20 Spartans and elites, we get a deck of cards for special orders and special characters. You get we got the gun cards. And man, so that's all lives there in the bottom of the box. And the fact that this all goes back in the box, and then you have this tray with spaces for all your tokens and, you know, other incidentals and elements. And then you have all of this stuff, you know, so all your terrain, all your, you know, your hardboard, your rules manual, your Flashpoint terrain. Also, there is they are going to release. I think it's actually available depending on which retailer you go to. They have the terrain set that's going to be in hard plastic. So if you want something a little bit more, I hesitate to say durable because this stuff is really thick, but you can get terrain in plastic for this. Price point seems kind of high to me, but that's just, you know, that's just because I think the cardboard terrain is so just superior. I don't know. I really like the look of this. I'm going to deep dive in the rules. I hope you guys will join me for that follow-on video. Jesus Christ, this has been going on for 37 minutes. So if you guys like my content and want to continue to follow me on this journey, please like the video, comment, subscribe. That gets the algorithm going in my favor. If you want to continue supporting me making this content, I have a Ko-Fi, ko-fi.com/Dr. Bonsai. You can set up for, you know, one-time donation of $5, or you can do a regular membership for $5 a month. You know, basically the amount that you would spend on some Starbucks sludge. So if, you know, giving up a cup of Starbucks sludge and is the price to support me, you know, please consider it. Thank you for your time and your attention. I know this was a lot. It does not go unappreciated. So thanks very much for your time, guys. Have a good day.